Welcome, friends. So this is a new feature which has just been added to Shri Jyoti Star 10.2.3, which is the Pataki Chakra. Now, the Pataki Chakra is a traditional diagram which lets us see certain types of aspects. It has the interesting feature that the fixed signs aspect each other, and then the movable signs and the dual signs are mutually aspecting with some variation. You can see on the chart, for example, that Rahu in Aries in this chart is aspecting, you follow the lines. So you've got Jupiter and Moon in Sagittarius. There's nothing in Pisces, nothing in Virgo. It doesn't aspect Gemini because Gemini is part of the same line at the top. So it's very simple, really. And what we're interested in is just the aspects. So the moon has the conjunction of Jupiter, and it has the aspect of Rahu. And you see the moon and the ascendant are also in mutual aspect. But the ascendant is aspected by Venus. So you get an idea of the interactions. Now, what is important about this chakra is the clue is in the fact that all the fixed signs are mutually aspecting. See, in regular Rashi aspects, the dual signs are aspecting each other. But in this particular one, it's the fixed signs. So that means that it's somehow connected to the fixed signs, which has a Shiva energy. So it's more to do with some dissolution. So we could say, usually, the use of this chakra is to see if some health problems or even premature death and things could occur due to the malefic aspects. Now, malefics are, the standard ones. There's also the Dandapati. This is a certain calculation. It's a little complicated. But if you click, you set the software up to do what I call the quick reports. For example, you go to the special menu and it's right at the top, rather the reports menu here. So once it's set up, then when you put your cursor on top of some object, you'll see that it tells you what the object is. And in the case of the Pataki Chakra, if you click on the ascendant, then it gives you a little report. So this tells you what the Dandapati is. The Yamadapati is used in the derivation of the Dandapati. I just included it in case anyone's interested. But in the actual analysis, we're really only using the Dandapati. And then we can make a Rashi chart. Normally we're doing the Rashi chart, but you can look at it in Drekana and Navamsha as well. So it's all mentioned in this analysis. And what we see, for example, here is that in the Rashi chart, the ascendant has only benefic. So this is because it's just aspected by Jupiter, the Moon, and Venus. So it's extremely benefic. They're very highly benefic. It's very protective of the person. Now, after each reference to a planet, there's some numbers. These numbers are traditional, and they're really about the year in which some kind of event could happen. So we could say that if it's a malefic and the year is mentioned, that year could be a bit of a crisis for one reason or another. It doesn't have to actually be, impending death or disease. There might be some other drama, but that's how it works. And if you have a mixture of benefic and malefic, which is normally the case, in most cases, you'll have a mixture, then you get a mixture, but nothing terrible. It's like the benefics are quite protective. Now, you could start working with the dashas and all that, but I'm just here introducing this. I'm going to talk more about this chakra in my talk at the Bhava 2026 conference, which is starting on the 17th of September for 5 days. The conference is actually free for members of Bhava, which is only costs £30 to join. So I think everyone should join because it's going to be a fantastic conference headlined by Pandit Sanjay Rath, and then many other famous and extremely talented astrologers are speaking. So anyway, we're going back to the Pataki Chakra. You see, so you can see in the Navamsha it's a mixture, and the Rashi for the moon is a mixture, and Drekana has only malefic. So then we might think, well, is there something happening with the brothers? But in the Navamsha, the moon is very benefic, so that could be very good for the marriage. He has a very good marriage. So this is the Pataki Chakra, and I'm offering this to the world now. So hope you enjoy it. God bless, and thank you for attending.